8 Whiskey Lima, turn right at taxiway Bravo and ground 128.7. How'd that puppy's flight go?
We'll go right on Bravo and contact ground. The puppy did great. She's got her muffs on and slept the whole time.
There you go.
Thanks for asking. Hey, going to ground, Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, Charlie 1, run up complete. We've got whiskey, you ready to go?
Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, Centennial ground, would you like 10? Actually, disregard, someone's coming to 28. 35 right, taxi via Alpha.
35 right via Alpha, 528 Whiskey Lima. Okay, good morning, YouTube. It's Kenny and meet my wife Jennifer again. We are headed back to Aggie Land. We're going to go watch a football game and see our daughters and hang out with some friends. It's also Maggie's first flight. You can't see her; she's in the back.
No, it's her second flight.
Oh, second flight. You're right. When she was when we brought her back from Kansas City, another video you can watch. This is her, I guess, formal first official cross country flight. So we've got her buckled up. We've got muffs on her, and we're hoping she does great on the flight. I think she will. Today's video is actually dedicated to partners in command, like Jen. So I'll explain it when we get in the air, but Jen took a course not too long ago with me about partner in command, learning what to do in the airplane in an emergency. So we'll walk through that a little bit later in the flight. We've got a little bit of an overcast cover this morning, so may expect a little icing on the climb out, but we're ready for that. And come along.
Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, Centennial Tower, runway 35 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, wind 330 at 4.
Okay, fly runway and heading, clear for takeoff, 35 right, 528 Whiskey Lima.
November 4847 Golf, Centennial Tower, continue runway 35 right, traffic in position.
Continue runway 35 right, we'd like to go bench back.
You ready to fly?
After this, we're Golf.
Maggie, you ready to fly?
Cessna 47 Golf, continue runway 35 right, traffic in position.
Continuing runway 35 right, 47 Golf.
Diamond 50 Foxtrot, turn right, fly southbound, overfly the numbers, runway 28. Sorry, can you report that for 505, or repeat that for 505 Foxtrot? Diamond 50 Foxtrot, turn right, fly southbound, overfly the numbers, runway 28. Overfly runway 28 over the numbers, 505 Foxtrot. Centennial Tower, for planning purposes, this is going to be a touch and go, and then we're going to go back to BJC for 1731 Sierra. Cessna 31 Sierra on our side. Centennial Charlie, we can really manipulate the climb to, and going to give us vector out, 505 Via Foxtrot.
Block.
Cirrus 8 Whiskey Lima, expedite the climb to 8,000, please.
Okay, expedite to 8,000, 528 Whiskey Lima.
Why does he want you to expedite?
Cirrus 8 Whiskey Lima, turn right, heading 125, contact Denver departure.
Right, 125 and over departure, 528 Whiskey Lima.
Diamond 5 Juliet Foxtrot.
Going to departure, Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, 7.8, climbing 8,000, and we're going 125.
528 Whiskey Lima, Denver departure, radar contact. Hey, Whiskey Lima, fly heading 120, maintain 8,000.
120, maintain 8,000, 528 Whiskey Lima.
67, Quebec, you're over Furpy now, cleared ILS runway 35 right approach.
67, Quebec, cleared ILS 35 right.
Kind of soupy.
It is. We should break out here once it gives us a better climb.
Right, Whiskey Lima, turn right heading 170, climb and maintain 8,500.
170 and 8,500, 8 Whiskey Lima.
But what's that pink line?
On departure, say again.
That's our route.
That he's doing you a different way.
Yep, he's just vectoring us right.
6 Delta, you're 4 miles from Jynod, maintain 8,000 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS from
He's just vectoring us around a little bit because of all this traffic. See all this traffic?
35 right, 66 Delta.
But this is the route we want to take. That's the route that we filed. Can you see how in the clouds like this you might be able to get a little disoriented?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Because right now it feels like I'm flying in a turn, in a left turn. Because we just turned, my body still thinks I'm in a turn. But you can see we're flying straight and level. So this is why you've always got to trust your instruments and not trust your body, because your body's going to freak you out a little bit.
Not a fan.
Great Whiskey Lima, clear direct, Love Sea, join Victor 389, climb and maintain 1000, correction, 9,000.
Okay, direct left C, Victor 389, and climb maintain 9,000, 52 Whiskey Lima.
Hey Whiskey Lima, are you landed within the Springs airspace, or are you guys just traveling through?
Negative, we're going to College Station, Texas, 8 Whiskey Lima.
Okay, thanks for the heads up on that. I'll get 11 for you here shortly.
Okay, no worries, thanks. Sweet.
Great Whiskey Lima, climb and maintain 1000, 11,000.
Okay, 11,000, 52 Whiskey Lima. By the way, bases are 8,000, tops are 8,900.
Roger, thanks. Or 528 Whiskey Lima, contact Springs approach on 124.0. Have a great day.
24-0, thanks for the help, 8 Whiskey Lima.
19 Bravo Whiskey down to 9,000.
Good morning, Springs. Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima 9.6, climbing 11,000.
528 Whiskey Lima Springs, approach Colorado Springs, altimeter 3033. Would you like to cut the corner and go direct to airport?
3033, would love the shortcut to College Station, 8 Whiskey Lima, thanks.
Alright, Whiskey Lima, roger, clear direct to College Station, Easterwood Field Airport.
Okay, clear direct destination, College Station. Thanks for the help, 8 Whiskey Lima. Was nice.
Don't they usually do that?
I usually ask. I've had that controller many times, and I always ask, and so I'm wondering if he just anticipated me a bit. All right, good morning, YouTube. We are level here, 11,000. We're not going to go any higher because obviously we can put on oxygen, but Maggie in the back can't. By the way, I put in the remarks of my IFR flight plan this morning that we had our puppy's first long cross country, so hopefully they're kind to us. So a couple weeks ago I took a class called CPPP. For those of you that are Cirrus drivers, you know what that is. For those that aren't, it's called Cirrus Pilot Proficiency Program. Essentially it's a training course that they do all over the world, and they happen to host it in Denver this year. And it's a couple of days of ground school and several hours of flying if you choose to do so. And it's a bit of a recurrent training, but it's also just bringing you up to speed on weather and avionics and standard operating procedures and engine management, everything you need to know to fly the Cirrus, and just kind of remind you of the things that maybe you learned in your transition training, but maybe you've forgotten a little bit, so it's a good reminder. But one of the tracks they have at the CPPP is what's called Partner in Command, PIC. And so Jen joined me for 4 hours? How long was it? About 4 hours?
Yeah, 4.
And they had a CSIP instructor for Cirrus kind of walk all the partners in command, all the spouses and significant others through what to do in an emergency. You know, everything from if I'm choking, if for some reason I eat a peanut or something and have a reaction, or if I slump over, how does she safely bring the airplane down while also giving care to me if possible? Everything from radio communication to descending to finding a good field to the actual kind of process of pulling the parachute. They also got to go through a simulator of actually pulling the parachute, or at least kind of simulate the parachute. So, Jen, what do you think about the class? I mean, you've been flying with me for a long, long time. Usually always in the right seat, sometimes in the back seat if the girls are up front. What did you think about the class?
I thought it was a good class.
Yeah.
And it made me more comfortable knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Except I don't want to talk on the radio.
Of all the things you fear the most, is not pulling the parachute. It's talking to the darn controller.
On the radio.
All right, so and we did some of this the last flight, one of the flights to College Station, but we'll repeat it just for a few of you. So, what are some of the basic things they told you? If something happened to me, what would be the first thing you'd do?
But the first thing you do is you hit the blue level button.
Okay, why do you do that?
To keep you straight and level on where you're supposed to be.
Perfect. And so, level the wings, just in case we're in a climb or you know, in case we have the autopilot off for some reason.
Right.
That engages the autopilot. It puts you in a straight and level flight, and then you've got time. Then you're straight and level. The airplane's flying. Everything's good. And then what would the next step be?
Well, then you take a deep breath and not panic.
Yep.
And then if the pilot's incapacitated, you try and figure out why they're incapacitated.
Yep.
So you're supposed to, like if they fall asleep, you're supposed to yell and shake them. If they're choking, you're supposed to somehow do the Heimlich maneuver.
How do you do that from the right seat?
I feel like you whack them.
So you should only do that while I'm joking, not if I make a bad joke or you're mad at me.
And then, if you think there's some kind of carbon poisoning or whatever,
okay,
you make sure the cold air's on and the heat is off.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so how would you do that? They didn't show us that. Okay, but look in front of you. How do you think you do it?
You just turn on the air conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if for some reason this is the recirculation button, what that's doing is it's keeping the cabin air in the cabin. You're not supposed to run in the air, and so if for some reason it's on, you want to turn that off so you're getting fresh air into the cabin versus what might be dirty air, carbon monoxide air.
And then if you're high enough that you might have hypoxia, you check the all the lines and the valves for the oxygen.
So if your oxygen on, you make sure there's not a kink in the hose and I didn't slump over because of hypoxia. Okay.
Right.
All right, then what?
Okay, so then once you figure out what's going on, you have to talk on the radio.
All right, so how do you do that? Show me where you talk.
You don't push the red button.
Don't push the red button. Why don't you push the red button?
That turns the autopilot off.
Okay, if you happen to push the autopilot disconnect.
Hit the level button.
Hit the level button, exactly. You're going to go back to autopilot. Good job. Okay, so you push
you just push the intercom.
Okay.
And you say Mayday 3 times, and that lets them know that you're in trouble.
Okay.
And that you may not know what else to say on the radio. And you have to give them your tail number, and then you tell them what is going on.
Okay.
And you tell them that you know how to work the heading, and that you're in a Cirrus, and you can pull the caps, but you want to go to a good location to do that.
Okay, so tell me, how would you work the heading? Right now we're on nav, so we're following the magenta line. If for some reason they ask you, okay, if you could turn eastbound from here because you're going to be out of the clouds and there's no population eastbound, what would you do?
You ask them to give you the heading direction, and then you just turn the heading whichever way.
Okay, so show me how you do it. You don't have to push heading, but show me the heading button. Yep.
This one.
I want you to go eastbound.
1240.
It's that way.
Yep. So keep going.
And you just go to wherever they tell you.
Okay, so I want you to go to eastbound.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And you tell them that you would prefer to be not around water.
Yep.
Not around buildings.
Yep.
Preferably a nice big field.
Okay. So why aren't we turning eastbound right now?
Oh, because did I forget to push it?
Nope. Pushing it just centers it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So go ahead and put it back on east. But we're still not turning. Wonder why. So the autopilot is following the course right now. You'll just have to reach down here and push heading.
Oh, that's right.
So just push heading, and then it's going to go follow that track.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now we're heading eastbound. All right, so we're away from population. Do you think we're in a pretty good spot? Then what?
Then you make sure that you already pushed the blue button.
Yep.
And then you pull the red to cut off.
Cut off the engine, yep.
And then you
how did he tell you to do that?
take it and you pull it down like that.
You sometimes you might need to do a chin up because it's about 40, 50 pounds of pressure. So.
And then you don't freak out because you're going to go down for like 7 seconds and you're going to think you're going to die.
Okay, and then what's going to happen?
And then the chute deploys and you level off and you hopefully float down into your field.
So now you're on the ground. Now what?
Oh, they didn't cover that.
Okay, I'll cover it real quick. So
You get out?
well, if you have plenty of time under the canopy, you want to secure the cabin, make sure all the belts are tight. In this case, you don't want to make sure Maggie is tight, because it's not going to be a gentle just touchdown. It's going to feel as if you're dropping from 13 feet. So that's about the force you'll land. If you have the sense of mind to open a door, you might. For the sole reason that when you land, if for some reason you have crushing, then you can't
Well,
get
and
out.
especially if you land in, you're going to land in water, they said to open the door.
Exactly right. There's a hammer right here.
Yes, there is.
So you can, if for some reason you need to break out.
33 out of 32.9 for 3002.
Okay, so now you're on the ground. You've landed. Everything's safe. Switches are off. Hopefully you did that during the descent, but that just cuts all power just in case there's a fire.
How do you do that?
Turn all the switches off. All these are here.
For 300.
So
It's on my card.
now you're out and you grab Maggie or your passengers. You want to move upwind or downwind?
You want to go into the wind away from the parachute.
Into the wind, away from the parachute. Good job. Why?
Because it could move the plane and you could get caught up in it.
Exactly. So you almost want to do a 45-degree into the wind, upwind and get as far away from the airplane as you can. And then obviously you're safe.
No, yeah, but here we are.
Very cool. Good job, darling.
And they give you a handy-dandy little card
Nice.
for when you panic and you're not supposed to,
Right.
then you can read what to do.
And there's all sorts of stuff that Jen can practice in the air, which we may do off camera. But for all you partners in command, hopefully that's a little bit of help. Okay, we've got a ways to go. We've got another 3-hour flight, so we'll catch you guys on the descent, on the approach. Howdy, Waco, Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, 1000.
Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, wake first, check off submitted 29999.
999 Whiskey Lima. Hey YouTube, we're back. We're going to start our descent here in a little bit. We'll just hand it off to Waco Approach. At some point they'll start our descent. Maggie has done phenomenal. She's kept her earmuffs on, her butt muffs on the entire time. Pretty much has slept the entire trip. So good first long cross country with her, and she's doing great. I'll put it on the video. We had a couple of controllers ask about her along the way. I just dropped in the notes of my IFR flight plan that we had a first puppy cross country on board. So had a fun exchange with one of the Fort Worth controllers just north and west of Fort Worth. So I'll include it in the video if I can go find it on ATC.
Wake up. And Cirrus 8 Whiskey Lima, descend to maintain 7,000.
Okay, 7,000, 8 Whiskey Lima. Okay, I want you to do this. So dial it to 7. Yep. Okay. And push vertical speed. And then down. Yep. You see the little bug? It's going to take you down. I'll do it 500 feet a minute. That'll keep her. And see, this will confirm how many feet a minute you're dropping. And that's a nice slow descent, so she's not having to, her ears aren't bad.
Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, contact Houston, approach 134.3.
34.3, good day.
See ya.
Oops. Howdy Houston, Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima 7000, we have Papa.
Cirrus 528 Whiskey Lima, he's approaching, take a visual approach from my tree 5, altimeter 2998, and I'm showing Papa current right now.
Yep, we've got Papa and 29988 Whiskey Lima. probably get a little bumpy below these clouds once he descends us.
That's not good for my bladder.
I can get you one of those relief tubes.
Please edit all of this out of the video.
Okay.
If you don't, I'll steal your cup.
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
Hey, Whiskey Lima, turn left to heading of 080 for the base leg by the end airfield in sight.
8 Whiskey Lima, 080 field in sight.
Hey, Whiskey Lima, roger, clear visual approach to runway 35, and if you would, the best 4C for as long as you can do it. There's a Cessna you're turning in front of about 5 miles to the south of you.
Okay, clear for the visual 35, and we'll keep best forward speed, 8 Whiskey Lima.
Ask you to speed up. It's so green. Good girl, almost there, baby.
528 Whiskey Lima, contact tower 18.5.
18.5, good day.
Coach, keep it in close, clear touch and go, runway 35, you're inside of a Cirrus about 5 miles to the southwest.
Clear short approach, clear 35, touch and go, runway, keep it tight, 010 mile.
528 Whiskey Lima, Eastwood Tower, you're on freak.
8 Whiskey Lima, affirmative, visual 35.
Alright, Whiskey Lima, just reduce your speed, continue your number 2, follow Cessna traffic on the short approach about a half mile to the west. Report him in sight.
8 Whiskey Lima, 8 Whiskey Lima, we're looking and we'll slow up.
Eastwood Tower, 172 Bravo Whiskey, final approach fix.
172 Bravo Whiskey, keep your speed up, clear for the option, runway 35, wind calm.
Stay behind
Best
us.
forward speed, cleared for the option, 35, 172 Bravo Whiskey.
Speed behind us. Very nice, honey. Good flying.
Alright, Whiskey Lima, turn right at taxiway Bravo and ground 128.7. How'd that puppy's flight go?
We'll go right on Bravo and contact ground. The puppy did great. She's got her muffs on and slept the whole time.
There you go.
Thanks for asking.
Eastwood Tower, Piper 2846 Alpha, holding short, runway 35, ready for departure.
2846 Alpha, Eastwood Tower, without delay, clear for takeoff, runway 35, traffic's a 3 mile final.
Yep, get out of the way.
We'll take off, runway 35, clear for takeoff, 2846 Alpha, thank you.
Boy, I
Right
would
turnout approved.
think they would have made him
turnout
wait.
And ground 8 Whiskey Lima, clear of 35.
That's 528 Whiskey Lima, Eastwood ground, good afternoon, and make the left turn and taxi to the ramp. I'm glad the dog did well.
Left turn to the ramp, and thanks a lot. Maggie May did great.